How you guys doing? It's Scott. Getting done work. I was going to make this video this morning as I was driving into work, but I was tired. And I didn't want to say something that I might not have meant out of exhaustion. But I'm not as tired now. And I wanted to say that... man, it's so disconcerting anymore watching the news and hearing what's going on a day-to-day basis now with what's going on now in Massachusetts. And it's making me, yes, it's making me angry. I know it's making a lot of my fellow YouTubers and some of my good friends very angry. But, there's not a lot of thought going into this by anybody. And that's what I think is making me the angriest. It really is. I heard a quote the other day about the little girl, the Emma Gonzalez little girl from Parkland, who is one of the I guess the more forward children that are in charge of the march and what have you, and the movement that they began. And I heard her quoted, and the other kid, David Hogg, quoted with regard to their rights being violated because now that they're back in school, they have to use clear backpacks. And they said, I believe it was Emma Gonzalez that was quoted, and she was quoted as saying, "Why is it fair that because one person did something wrong, we all have to be punished for it?" Clear backpacks are clearly not a fashion statement for some of these kids, and then of course David Hogg takes the more over the top route and says, and females, he's so sensitive. Females, because they may be at a particular time of the month, don't want people to be able to see in their clear backpack some of their toiletry needs during their time of the month. And it's a privacy violation, and they have a right to their privacy and freedom of expression and what have you. Does anybody want to take these kids back into the classroom and teach them the word hypocrisy? You're not going to get much sympathy from too many people. So shut up and wear your clear backpacks. Okay? Because there's a bigger issue now. The bigger issue is, right now in Massachusetts, they have till the 13th of June in this small little community of Massachusetts. And it's only one of the first. It's not the last. But they have until the 13th of June to surrender their AR-15s, after which they will be levied a fine of $1,000 per day. I'm just curious as to how they're going to enforce it. So on June the 14th, are they going to send police door to door? Are they going to send National Guard door to door? Is there going to be FBI or ATF, or is there going to be some law enforcement officials sent door to door to sniff out firearms and AR-15s and what have you? I don't know. That should be interesting to see. I don't want to see it happen anywhere else. Matter of fact, I'm a little put off at the fact that some of our lawmakers that are pro Second Amendment, and all the way up to our president, who is a big supporter, supposedly. Why is this being allowed to happen? Uncontested. Now the NRA says they're going to back these people. Okay, when? Because this is now a couple of days old. How come nobody's in the courtroom right now? How come I'm not hearing a news report? Let's go. These friggin' kids in Florida were able to organize a march nationwide and got almost every elementary and high school in the country to in some way, somehow participate. And it only took them about a week or so to do it. Why aren't the groups of adults organizing? Why is the NRA not on the news right now, on mainstream media, on CNN, whether or not they like that particular news outlet? I don't care. Get your face on there, because if you're not gonna act, I don't want to hear what everybody's opinions are. I don't want to hear, we got to do something, we got to do this, support that. We're already doing that. Now I want to start hearing what the people are doing that are the lawmakers. I want to hear. I see the anti-gunners on TV all the time. Do you know where I'm seeing the pro-gunners? On YouTube. Get yourselves out onto the same media outlets that the anti-people are doing it, so that we can start getting a little protection. Because I'll tell you what, I live in the state of Pennsylvania. The first time I hear about anything going on in my locale, in my little small section, or anywhere in the state, I'm going to do like Mark Robinson did, and I'm going to go and I'm going to stand up and talk just like he did. Matter of fact, I may stand up and play his speech, because he said it all. That guy is a true hero and a true patriot. And you know what? He's not even a gun owner. But he's a rational human being with intelligent, rational thoughts. I'm getting tired of it. And I'm getting tired of seeing, even just on YouTube, I'm getting tired of seeing all the little news outlets that aren't necessarily mainstream media. I love watching NRA TV and their little blurbs here and there. I really, to be honest with you, I am not interested any longer in hearing about the latest rumor or anything about these Parkland kids. I'm not interested anymore. I don't want to hear about their backpacks. You know, I want to hear now from the NRA. I want to hear, we are filing a lawsuit. We are going to Massachusetts, to this small town, and we are going to stand up in a court of law, and we're going to televise it so you can watch it happen. We're going to get that law overturned. We're going to fight. We're going to show you what we're going to do. That's why we're over 5 million strong. Now let's go. How many more news stories are we going to hear about this? I'm tired of it. I will be in attendance on the 30th of this month. That's the very end of the month. There is a nationwide rally on the 14th of this month. I am not going to be able to do anything on that particular date. But at the end of this month, on the 30th in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, at the Capitol building, they are going to be doing a Second Amendment rally. It's on, you can Google it, and you can find out there's going to be speakers there. Personally, I want a representative. I want Dana Loesch there. I don't want to hear from a couple of the people that are going to be there. Even though they're pro Second Amendment people, I want to hear from people that are actually able to get something done. I want Dana Loesch there. I want Wayne LaPierre there. I want our state senators there that are pro 2A. That's who I want to see there. But we get what we get. Regardless, I'm going to be there. Anybody wants to join me, contact me. I always have my email in the description. But because I'm doing this right now from my car, I don't know how much input that I'm going to be able to put while I'm driving. I was lucky I could hit record. But I will say this. I'm tired of it. Enough is enough. That Parkland shooting was over a month ago now. And all I've seen is action against the Second Amendment and the anti-gun people. I haven't seen anything for our side of it. Nothing concrete. I've seen a lot of verbal backlash from some of the reporters and some of the hosts of different shows. You don't have to cheerlead to me. Let's get it done. Enough is enough. Let's get Massachusetts squared away, and let's start letting some legislators across this country know after we've squared Massachusetts away, that we're not going to allow you to go into each little individual place and do it again. I will not allow my rights to be taken away from me on the backs of a school full of scared teenagers. Sorry. They're scared because their parents and their educators and what have you and their sheriff's department didn't know how to protect them. But they knew how to cover shit up. They know who to place the blame on. They won't do it, but they know who's to blame, because some of those kids are actually coming out and saying it. Let's get it done, people. I am a little nothing YouTube channel with just under 200 subscribers. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. So I'm going to appeal to the people who aren't my subscribers that may see this video and ask you to share it. You don't have to subscribe. I'm going to be one of the first YouTubers that says, if you don't want to like it, and if you don't want to subscribe, then don't. I don't care. I don't make videos, or the videos that I make, I don't make them necessarily for other people's enjoyment. I make them for mine and my daughters. And the thought that that's going to even be taken away too, potentially. I don't make any money. I don't make any money off of YouTube. You're not going to see any commercials in front of any of my videos. But if the content that I have on my channel isn't up to speed with YouTube's new rules and regulations, they'll get rid of mine too. When do we stop getting bullied? Mark Robinson said it best. You are not thinking of the majority. I am the majority. These kids down in Parkland who started this whole thing off, they don't realize that they're taking away their rights too. Just because they don't choose to exercise those rights, or their families, their parents, don't choose to exercise that particular God-given right, that's on them. More power to you. Don't take away mine because you don't exercise it. But you get awful bent out of shape when some of your rights seemingly are being infringed upon, like privacy in the name of safety. You don't like it? Schedule a march for your backpacks. That's when you're 70 out.